backstage at the Schottenstein Center where Cirque du Soleil Corteo is about ready to open tonight, and we've got a little backstage look at a lot of the props here. Max, thanks for showing us around, and I'm telling you what, there is a lot going on here.
Yes, it feels like a dream, no?
Yeah.
That it's like this because the show is about this clown that is dreaming about his own funeral. So when you arrive at the arena, it'll be kind of foggy and dreaming like, and it starts here on backstage into the stage everywhere. And right now we are in one of our backstages. The way the stage is set up, we need to have two backstages, one each side. Okay. And besides that, we have huge props and lots of props on this show. Some of them are all the instruments that you can see here that they are from the parade. We use them during the procession that happens midway of the show, and they're gonna be doing in a very formal way because it's a funeral.
Yeah.
But Mauro, the dreaming clown, will get there because it's his dream. It is his own funeral, and he wants to make it fun. So he'll be dancing and trying to get more a funnier mood to it. On Cirque du Soleil show, we don't have any animals, but here on Corteo, we do have some. We have two of the horses that use on the show. Not real one, but we can say that here on this show we have some animals here. Another thing that I would like to show you is that the way the stage is set up, the artists, they need to go from one side to the other many different times during the show. So there's one thing that you guys can see is the crossover machine.
Okay.
How does it work? Actually, it was developed only for this show in arena format because before, the artists, when they were crossing the stage, they used to go under the bleachers. So they were crossing, go under the audience, under the bleachers to the other side, crossing again, and running under the bleachers. But here we have the walls of the arena, and it's different every week. So we had to come up with an idea, which is this crossover machine, which is very easy. It looks very complicated, but it's quite easy.
It is. I'm going to get on your other side so we can zoom in on this. Check this out. This is really amazing. Explain what works here and what this is.
So in Montreal, for over 3 years, we had our engineers thinking how we would have the artists crossing the stage. So it's like a zip line. We have this inflatable mattress. They're gonna lay here. They will hold to the rope, and this rope will slide them to the other side. I will show you the position, how it looks like. It's like this.
Okay.
And there you go.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be laying here, holding the rope, and you bring them to the other side. It can take from 30 seconds to 40 seconds to go from one side to the other, and we can have up to 6 artists crossing the stage. And we have 2 lanes, one on the side, one on the other side. This way, we kind of have a traffic of people crossing from one side to the other.
That's very cool. Any chance I could just do what you just did?
Yeah, sure. I'll show the position. So I'll explain to you how it works. So you lay down with your head facing the way you're going. It's like using a zip line, so you just hold the rope, and this thing will slide you to the other side. Yes, and in about 40 seconds, we'll see you on the other side.
That's fantastic. I mean, that's really theater. That's really being ingenious and trying to make something like that work.
It's interesting that people do not realize that while the action is happening on stage, we have this action happening on backstage as well.
Oh, that's fantastic. So anything else here we need to see?
Yes, if we take a look just there, everything that happened on stage, we have like a mural on backstage because the artists, before they do the act, actually it's kind of the second time they're doing it because they need to practice here on backstage and make sure that they are warmed up and they're ready to do it. So here on backstage you have a representation of the parody act. Actually we have only one platform, which is the Korean cradle, and the guys, they're training, getting ready for a premiere tonight.
And so they're just preparing for...
They are training this afternoon and making sure that all the details are being checked up, because since we change building arenas to arena, it's a different building every week, so we need to make sure that they're comfortable and they're in good conditions to perform the act every week and every night before we start in a new city.
Fantastic. So let's talk numbers real quick. I always get it wrong. The 700 road cases of all the equipment here, which is stunning to me. I mean, how in the world do you keep all that organized so when you get here it's not a mess?
We have two people that are in charge only to organize that. It's like a Tetris game. Once the last costume leaves the arena, we start to put everything down. We have 100 people that usually are hired in each city to help us to put everything apart in about 5 hours only. They put on those road cases and they need to go in the right time, in the right track, in the right position. If it's not in the right one, or if it's different the way you're setting up, it won't fit there. So everything must be well planned away in advance.
And I've noticed everything is numbered, so that helps put this big puzzle that's Cirque du Soleil Corteo together.
That's true. Everything that we have here, every piece of item that we have using here, there is a label. You can look everywhere. There's a label hidden there. Even the costumes inside it, there's a label saying who it belongs to, which department, where it should go, when it should go. So we know the perfect moments to do everything.
It's a real art and a science, isn't it?
That it is in a Tetris game.
All right, thank you, Max. Let's go check out the wardrobe.
Let's take a look.